rather evening, to the esteemed audience, distinguished guests, a very, very elite list of delegates, presenters in the first half. It was a truly overwhelming session for me personally. While I've been with EMC 8.5 years, would like to share that this was a very, very enlightening session from our point of view, to get a first-hand perspective and how we can be more relevant as technology providers. The key message that we would like to share as infrastructure and technology company would be that how can we be more relevant, how can we be more addressing your current needs and your future projects with technologies which are truly innovative. How do we make it more and more user-friendly? How do we make it more and more easily manageable? The perspective that we would like to share today, as you all know, EMC has been in the domain of information infrastructure. We have been basically a storage company more than 30 years. However, the new perspective that we would like to share with the esteemed audience today here is how can we bring the technologies in a manner which can be used through the cloud model. We've all been hearing about the adoption of cloud. In the government scenario, it is even more because of the reasons that we know about data sovereignty. How do we really make sure when to make the decisions around private, hybrid, and public cloud adoption? So I'll touch upon those concepts and definitely would like to take as many questions as possible during the panel discussions. The agenda for me would be to share a little bit about the industry dynamics from EMC's perspective. How do we see the cloud market and the cloud adoption in various segments, including government? How do we look at the different world that we are living in today? How is it so very much impacted by the usage of software? Software-defined world is what we call. There is software touching everybody. Every one of us are, in a way, interacting so much of our daily time through devices, through PCs, through tablets, and it's all software-driven world that we live in. This is a catchy phrase that I've used. It's right from IDC. They use second and third platform these days. Would like to bring in the concept of third platform and the relevance around cloud adoption and technologies where we place very strongly. What are the motivations for cloud? And of course, certain considerations. Let me begin with some examples, not very much from a government point of view right now, but as I see it, the relevance is some of these companies have really changed using the software, the interfaces. For example, GE today is using, in one engine, they have close to 3,000 sensors. And each engine generates close to up to 10 terabyte of data per hour. And if you look at telemetrics, this is an important information which is so relevant from their point of view when they have to look at scheduled maintenance, look at crew allocation, look at bringing overall efficiencies in the system. And GE has been leading in this arena with something called as industrial internet. We have been seeing the power of industrial revolution first, then an internet revolution, and what GE is truly calling today is an industrial internet. How a percentage change in the efficiencies can bring overall cost savings, can bring about overall GDP growth also. We know about this car company called Tesla, which is launched an electric car, which is having a software interface which can actually simulate the driver experience. And you can, as sitting at home, have your customized maintenance. We know about Uber company, which is, brought the entire auto and taxi industry together. The passengers are able to utilize different models of car and use this service. It's prevalent in India as well, in Bangalore, in Delhi, in Mumbai. We are seeing Netflix has changed the way people have the entertainment experience altogether. There are companies like Nest, which are multi-billion-dollar today valuation. All they have done is use the software to customize a person's, using a thermostat, you have a very user-friendly interface to actually adjust the temperature of the room. And these companies are suddenly becoming very, very valuable. And you know about Flipkart today. It is actually giving a fight to Amazon as we read it in the papers. It's all software-driven world that we live in. So how do we really, as IT, look at adopting this change and how we can be ahead of the curve? As India, definitely with the initiatives that I heard today, we are right now at the cusp of launching a lot of things. The IT agenda today, if you see, is not just got to do with cost efficiencies, bringing out applications, faster time to market. It is all about looking at the entire plethora of information which is being dumped on them. There is a social, there is a mobile data, there is also the content which is generated by the employees. There is so much of a repository of information through various channels, ERPs, SCMs, all these, all the data which is relevant to a particular company, the way it interacts with its partners and its suppliers. If we see there is a need to have a data lake which will bring the insights out so that business decisions are based on that information. We have, as an information infrastructure company and software led with VMware, which is our group company, we have been able to innovate a lot. Software-defined world that we live in, VMware has been leading with software-defined data center, and we'll have more information from them as well. EMC is very uniquely positioned to address most of this IT agenda as we see. Closely monitoring as a briefing, EMC is today a federation of 4 companies. It is loosely coupled, but strategically aligned to give the best of breed solutions to our customers so that they have more choice and control with them. As you can see, EMC has been in the business of information infrastructure and converged infrastructure, which is what we've been doing. We are your proud partners for UID project and many such government projects. As I heard from Mr. Agarwal also, that we have been big partners for the Maharashtra government data centers as well. I would like 1 minute of yours to look at Pivotal, which is a new company we have formed. It is a joint initiative between EMC and VMware. GE has already picked up 10% stake in Pivotal. And this is one company which is actually setting up the standards. If you can ask what is EMC doing different, this is what we are doing different. We are really trying to transform businesses. And Pivotal will play a strong role in that. It is going to take big data solutions, align and give them your developers and ISV players, application developers, wherever they are, a very easy to use platform so that they can develop applications much faster than what they're doing today. And of course, publish it on an enterprise-wide scale. And there are many solution areas, as you see, software-defined data center, platform as a service, workspace, mobile application integration. We have the framework for security analytics as well using RSA, which is a group company. And all of this can be given to our customers through various routes. One of the strongest routes that we are going to talk today also is going to be through the service providers. And service providers who are actually bringing multiple benefits of usage as creating these things as services for you will be critical because they will give you more choice, they will give you on demand so that most of the deployment is actually on usage, it's on OpEx and all the right tenets that you're looking for. The slide actually talks more about how the platforms are getting evolved. As we're seeing more and millions of applications coming forward, it is important that whatever was running 5 years back, that infrastructure also needs to transform. Whatever ERPs and SCM technologies we have used and they were running on a certain architecture earlier needs to be re-engineered. And this is what IDC calls as third platform. EMC is today rightly positioned when we see today the technologies that people use for the second platform, how do they really transform to a third platform? And this is something which is very rightly positioned for us. Why? Because as technology companies, we have been leaders in providing the best of breed architectures for such adoption, both on-premise. With third platform through service provider route, we'll be able to give this off-premise as well. And there are technologies like Hadoop, object-based storage, converged infrastructure, and of course, having everything monitored really well within the infrastructure that you are having today in your data centers as well as the public cloud setup. It is important that you are able to get as a user the complete control, the service, self-service portal features, all of that through the third platform as well. So in a nutshell, EMC along with RSA and Pivotal will be the bridge from the second to the third platform, and that's the promise that we make, that in terms of technology infrastructure, we'll be analyzing the workloads which need to go on the third platform. Not everything can move to the third platform. There will be a lot of things that you do today is definitely from a TCO perspective relevant to be kept in the data centers, and therefore they need to be kept there. However, as we see more and more what are the parameters for cloud adoption, the top motivators have been you can't afford in-house expertise, you look towards a OpEx model, you would like to have a data center for DR which is on the cloud, not own it yourself, do DR on demand or on usage basis, and of course, try to reduce your upfront cost. And we heard many panelists talking about the shift towards OpEx. And this actually talks about the growth in terms of public cloud services, and this is the role of the service providers. Now, how are we relevant? We can definitely partner with these service providers to get best of breed technologies so that as this market is becoming big, they are able to give you that resilience that you were seeing today in your data centers. You have questions about security, you have questions about whether you can get your data back, you have questions about whether you know where your data is lying. All that resilience can be brought in so that you have a seamless experience on public cloud as well. And that is where EMC will be able to bring the true benefits about private and public, which is what we call as hybrid cloud. And in this presentation, I just want to leave with one key thought, that as we see the data growing, both in private as well as in public cloud, we will be looking at bringing the tenets of a true hybrid cloud to you. And these are the 6 measures in which you can actually see that, yes, you have the benefits of public as well as private. One, you can have a choice of device for any application that you're rolling out to. You have a self-service portal so that your various business departments come to know how much they're using. They can actually see their backup happening. So it was as though they were doing it themselves. There's a standardization of services so that all that is getting deployed is on best of breed and it is seamlessly deployed. There is transparent pricing. This is something very important. Before you go on to a public cloud service, you should know how much will you get as a bill. How much is each service that you are actually looking for will be paid for by you. And then you also become a broker of services. IT as a service today, while it is being talked about, it is also getting implemented in a lot of organizations. But there are some challenges. These challenges are related to infrastructure and of course the way we have been deploying with software and leading that market. In nutshell, this is the key messaging that we have from EMC and VMware and Pivotal and RSA. We've been looking at storage layer, bringing the best of breed virtualization technologies on server, storage, as well as networking side. We've been looking at virtualized data centers. How can cloud storage be deployed between different geographies so that you have a true public cloud experience? And of course, finally being managed seamlessly across platforms, across devices. And this is something which we are doing as a software leader. In a nutshell, EMC hybrid cloud can be a great way to look at how you are adopting your applications, how you're going from second to third, what are the workloads that you need to look at to distribute between private, hybrid, and public cloud. In a nutshell, with respect to technologies and your go-to-market, if you see, this is where we come in as an infrastructure player, partnering with service providers, giving you a flavor of where on cloud you should be when you're looking at a complete technology planning. I just would like to stop here because I know there is a shortage in time. I'd like to cover some of these technologies. If you have some questions, definitely will be happy to take